but we had one or two things to resolve. That's why Waziri has just come. This press statement. First, let me disclose that late last year, we received a letter from HCDA nominating Makueni as a first county to host the mango conference, first national mango conference in the country. We have held meetings between the Department of Agriculture and them about the mango conference. We have agreed on the theme, winning markets for Kenyan mangoes. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say that Makueni is going to host the first mango conference in Kenya. And in that, we have included a national government through HCDA, Minister of Agriculture. We're going to have guests here who will provide an opportunity to address the concerns of mango farmers, both from processing of mangoes to value addition of mangoes. We are going to have people who have grown mangoes, who are growing mangoes, who are processing mangoes across the country from various counties that are mango producing. And it's important I say that we were picked by HCDA because we are the largest producers of mango in Kenya. It is their view that when they held the first avocado conference in Uasin Gishu, Kenya managed now to be the first, to be the top producer in Africa. The export of mango, markets for the export of mangoes has now opened. The self-ban that Kenya had imposed on itself has now been opened. We have an opportunity as a country to sell our mangoes in US. Hence the reason why this is being held, and particularly Makueni. So I'm proud to invite every person, all people dealing with this value chain to Makueni on 16th, 17th and 18th of May to come and showcase this. We had an opportunity through the Department of Agriculture to even visit India, which is one of the largest producers and exporters of mango. And with the examples we have seen, the cost of puree that we are producing in Kalamba, we in Makueni see a great opportunity for providing the first platform where this very valuable fruit can, for the first time in Kenya, start benefiting farmers across the country who, for a long time, including in some places in Makueni, have been uprooting this mango tree. So the conference aims at addressing the value chain challenges. In addition to mango producing countries will have an opportunity to exchange ideas, discuss strategies to address the challenges with the aim of expanding the market base for the Kenyan mango and meeting market requirements and standards. We, as Makueni County, have identified and are planning to roll out something we call low pest prevalent zones, where we are going to earmark farmers or farms that are going to pilot export quality mangoes. The conference will provide a platform to discuss the possible formation of mango cooperatives with mango producing counties. We hereby invite the public and interested parties to attend. This conference will be streamed live on all social media platforms for all to follow as Makueni gears becoming the food secure county in the spirit of Wani Wakwe Kanesa no Lungalo. Thank you very much.
What is the government doing to address that? And then the next one, as we know, the Kalamba factory cannot continue producing maybe purely for 1 year, throughout the year. Maybe what measures has the government taken to see that there is that continuity in processing and maybe getting employment besides that?
Number one, the Of course, farmers are frustrated, and it's not just Makueni. They find no reason to have mango trees. Some of them in up there in Kalamba and in Zio prefer to even grow their pixie oranges. It's out of that desperation for low market and very bad price. If there is a farmer in Kenya who is exploited, is a farmer who is growing mangoes. I was in Kangundo a few weeks ago when we were burying the mother of the finance department, ECM, and they told us there people are buying a sack at 200. So they're desperate. For the Kalamba factory, we are lucky as a county to have received an EU grant to begin a process called Ready to Drink line, which we are going to activate in another few months. We have called in experts so that they can streamline its operation. How do we intend to make sure that this is running concurrently or for a long time? It's obvious that mangoes are seasonal, but if we had facilities to store our mangoes, to collect our mangoes and store them for a long time, we can run Kalamba from January to January. The mangoes that are produced in Kibwezi begin in August. So it is possible to run not only this factory for purposes of just mangoes. We have other value chains that can run there throughout the year. What is lacking is obviously cold storage facilities, which we are working. We have found partners who can help us store this good perishable product for a long time. That is actually the problem. The problem is that you cannot store mangoes unless you can deal with them. The other one is this, and that is the reason I'm talking about low disease prevalent zones. Through the Department of Agriculture, and Waziri is an expert in processing, Waziri Joyce, we have found that the first quality mangoes can go for export. The second harvest can also go for export. The mango that we should be doing pulp at Kalamba is the third small one. But the first mango, the export quality, is purchased even before it ripens by people, by farmers, and by brokers, let me call them brokers for lack of a better word, and they go and sell it at export. The people who, and all of you maybe do not know, that HCDA has got a very beautiful first-class facility in Kibwezi. So the mango is harvested and stored in that cold storage facility in Kibwezi. The discussion we want to have, because part of Ukia and Kalamba is producing a lot of mango, is to have cold storage facilities like the ones they have done in Kibwezi. So what they did, so that Kibwezi can go to export and not many others, is to do what exactly I'm saying, is to train farmers to do low disease prevalent zones. Earmark, get the traps, and therefore have certain marketplaces earmarked for export quality mangoes. We have the people who sell the traps. They're coming to Makueni for the conference. We have the people who are doing cold storage coming to Makueni. So we want to have that conversation. We have the people who are doing innovation and mango production, even in Makueni, even drying. HCDA has begun a very important facility called hot water treatment, which they are building in Nairobi. Those are the sort of things that can help the mango farmers in Makueni. We want Kenya to compete with India. We have done our research and we think we can make it to compete with India in terms of the international market. And that is the reason why this is very important to the farmers in Makueni. The question you have asked, we want our work, this government wants to create hope for people who are growing mangoes for purposes of the commercial use and for those who want to do it even for local production, the table mango or juice itself. Thank you. Make a declaration amongst ourselves. If you're going to purchase mangoes, you must register and we must agree on price. And it is possible under both the National and County Act to even set a price for mangoes. That is where the problem has been. We managed to do that in the last season through devolution and agriculture, so that even the people who are buying mangoes at the Tangini, there was a set price. That has never happened before. So it's just a question of getting organized through local administration so that we have a price. Your second question on export. Yeah, the percentage, even 10%, is negligible. It's negligible. And just a few farms out there in Kibwezi. Now, the mango in Kibwezi and the mango in Kalamba or Gay is the same. It's the apple mango. So the idea is that if we start the practices that were promoted through the people who are now coming to Wote, we can now pick farms, model farms, in specific areas so that we can increase the percentage to even a larger percentage than that. And I'm hopeful that with collaboration, what was missing, and the farmers told us, was the linkage to the market. Now, if we have CDA working with Makueni, the market is guaranteed. That is the win for the people of Makueni, that the national link was missing. Now the national link have come to Makueni and they say, we want to run a conference here. So it's Christmas in Makueni, I can tell you. Thank you.